Hi, Kai.
Hello.
Hi. Can you tell us a little bit about your position at Boulder Community Hospital?
Sure, before that, I just want to welcome you to Boulder Community Hospital. You're actually standing at Foothills campus. We're located here at Boulder, Colorado, and we are a nonprofit organization. We've been around for about 100 years now. And we're broadcasting live from Foothills campus, which is actually the first LEED certified hospital in the world. So I just want to welcome you and your cameraman to lovely Boulder,
Thank
Colorado.
you.
So the question you're asking is regarding the position of sustainability. So I am the sustainability coordinator for Boulder Community Hospital. I've been doing this work since about 1999, and it is full-time. And that's a great question. I tried to figure out an answer that I could tell my mom that she would understand exactly what I do here. So what I've been asked of our hospital is to really look at our operations and minimize our environmental footprint. I mean, fundamentally, that's basically what I do, is I try to minimize our environmental footprint. I think what most people don't recognize or really understand is that the medical industry is a huge, I mean, capital H, huge user of resources, natural resources. We are the second largest user as an industry of energy next to fast food, so we use a lot of coal to power our organization. We use a lot of petroleum for transportation, for the materials that we use. We are probably one of the bigger institutions that own buildings, and as you know, buildings account for a lot of the greenhouse gases that are emitted, I think 40% of greenhouse gases. And as an industry, we just are resource intensive. What's happening in our industry in general is that there's sort of a growing choir of individuals who are starting to make the connection between environment and health. Here at Boulder Community Hospital, we really believe that the quality of the environment promotes quality of the health. So if you go anywhere and the environment is air pollution, water pollution, wherever, you're tending to find people who are not going to be as healthy as someone who lives in a place that has, good air quality, good water quality, all that kind of things. So as an industry, our first mantra is to do no harm, right? I mean, that's the basis of our work. Whenever someone comes in, we want to make sure that we improve the quality of health and do no harm to them. Back in the 1980s, we as an industry used to actually have cigarette machines in our hospital vending areas. We had vending machines in the cigarette machines in the waiting areas, doctors' lounges, and there was a movement, or there was an awakening, I think, in the medical industry at that time that said, maybe we shouldn't be contributing to a product that we are finding is actually detrimental to our community's health. So they kicked out cigarette machines. Fast forward to 2007, 8, whenever it occurred, the medical industry, and there's again a growing choir of folks in the medical industry that are understanding and making the direct link between health and environment, and the mere fact that as an industry we are very resource intensive, and there, i.e., we also produce what used to be maybe a 70s or 80s word, pollution. We produce a lot of pollution, obviously a lot of greenhouse gases, and there's an awareness that perhaps we as an industry shouldn't be contributing to people getting sick, indirectly or directly, on this environmental issue. And so a lot of us are starting to take our operations more seriously, looking at the unintended consequences of the decisions that we're making in many factors. So as sustainability coordinator, what I try to do is look at the sort of the overall picture of our operations. And if you understand a hospital, you recognize that there are so many facets, from energy consumption, transportation, land management, buildings, materials that we purchase, food that we consume. All these things have an impact directly and indirectly in the environment. So at Boulder Community Hospital, the board of directors approved environmental principles, and I am to take those environmental principles and figure out how to apply that to the hospital, not only in an environmental way, but also in a financial way. So as an employee here at this hospital, along with the rest of the employees, our sustainability program has saved our hospital in excess of over $600,000 a year just by going green, if you will. That's my motivation. Others might be saving money, but my motivation is to minimize environmental footprint, and so we've saved the hospital quite a bit of money.
That's
Hope
quite
that answers your
impressive.
question.
Yes, it does. It sounds like you have a very robust position. What are some of the challenges that you face being the sustainability coordinator?
Some of the challenges that I face. Well, I think ultimately the biggest challenge is me. I'm a graduate from IU, journalism major. I'm not I do the best I can, but I think there's always more. And the great thing about this position here at Boulder Community Hospital is that they really do allow me, if it's a sound idea, they do allow me to pretty much venture into pretty much anywhere in the hospital. Of course, I have to build partnerships and get approval, and I have to do all, follow, protocol, if you will. But the biggest challenge for me is myself on what else I can do, what else is out there. That to me is the biggest challenge. The other big challenge is, and it is a great opportunity, is sort of making society at large understand how wonderful the medical industry is in one respect, and I think most people agree with that, but to make them understand what an environmental impact the operations of our industry has. And I feel like if the community were to understand that, then the rest, the support organizations, manufacturing, policymakers, bureaucrats, government officials, would assist the medical industry toward more of a sustainable path.
Yeah, I just don't think they're aware yet.
No.